Okay, I'll start this off with a little advertisement. Yeah, it's not sponsored, but it's my Georgia peach tea by Lipton. Not going to be here very long. Everybody's probably done gone to bed anyway. I don't know what the weather's like anywhere else, but so far, what they've been calling for isn't that bad. It is raining now. I forgot my phone. Yeah, I got somebody. Somebody peeked from behind the bushes there. Hmm. Weather's not that bad so far. No one watching. Nobody's talking. I just popped in. I didn't put no notice or nothing up. I did say, it's me. It's Peggy. Oh, well, the weather that's going on in this right now around. Well, there's Christina. Hello, Christina. You still in Nashville, or have you headed home? Christina, did you see Peggy's garden? She's already got blooms on her peppers. I don't have no blooms. I got to get caught up. I'm gonna go out there and talk to them. Christina, you didn't answer my question. Are you still with me? How's the weather? That was for you, Peggy. Told you I was gonna share your garden if you send me the pictures. Now you have to give us updates so we can post a new one every so often. Uh, well, how's the weather up there? There's nothing to be scared of. Hey, I think you're doing good myself. Well, Christina is up in Nashville, so she drove into the bad weather to get there. She was just looking so forward to bad weather, she just had to start chasing it. Now they moved Sherry today to the hospital up in Nashville. Hour and 25 minutes from home. Well, I took me a little nap as soon as I got home. Off and on, off and on. And I was getting ready to go. I was getting ready to go to bed. And I thought, nope, let me go live for a few minutes. We got somebody else. Number 3 joined us. Yeah. We're definitely praying for her. Was there something in Nashville they think they can do for her? Is that why they moved her up there? See, Christina went to Nashville, chased herself right into the storm. And now she's coming back home and she's chasing it back to the house. Eric. Yeah, our temperature's dropped a little bit too. Eric, glad to see you got through it. I think I'm still worried about the temperatures. There's Neil. Neil. How's Mr. Neil? Okay. Temperature dropped here, Eric. They say, I think we're about 65 right now. I got the doors open. Yeah. Christina, you'd have to stay at one of them. You'd have to stay at one of them hotels that don't have hot tubs. I haven't heard. Uh, Maybe if Brandon or Stephanie sees me online, they'll come on and let us know whether or not they're okay if everything went well. Well, I'm glad you did, Neil. I didn't want you to trip over it. Yeah, Southeast Oklahoma they came out pretty good from what I understand. Uh, a lot of water, a lot. I remember who I was watching when they told it. Well, keep your eyes covered if they drop. Neil pick them up. Neil, I made that jump box work. Did you see that? Still don't know how I turned it off. Yeah, I really think we're going to miss. I don't think we're going to get anything like they said. I've heard some thunder. I've heard some lightning, but I got the sneakiest feeling it's north of us, for the most part. Well, you're at a higher elevation right now, Christina. It'll warm up as you get home. Hey, gotta blame somebody. I blame Neil if it didn't work. I'll take credit. I figured it out. I still don't know how that thing cut off. I need to read the paperwork on that thing. Yeah, one area got 2 inches. Yeah. Uh, who was I watching? It was a premiere, but I didn't get to see it. The premiere. I was watching it after the rain. After I'm trying to read and talk at the same time. Uh, I was watching it after it premiered. The rain has stopped. Well, you're coming home. You're gonna catch it. It's here now. Maybe if you're over an hour away. Maybe. Of course you did. I saw that. I was dozed off when you typed that, and I couldn't focus on it. And then you sent something else, and I woke up more. Yeah, the Eldridge fan was expecting. Was it them? Well, I'm going to be confused. I don't know. Somebody was expecting uh, golf ball size hell. I don't remember who it was, but I don't know if they got it or not. Of course, uh, I've been right there at the fruit stand before, and somebody it'd be storming or something, and somebody pull in and go, "I just went through a hailstorm." It didn't hear. It just rained in here. Just down the road it was. Now she probably, if she thought she was going to stay, she probably carried a bag. She probably packed Walgreens in her bag and took it with her. BLDM. We don't get into them kind of conversations. Yeah, opinions on BLM. That's Black Lives Matter. My opinion is all lives matter because no matter who you bring in here, if I cut you and drip your blood right here on the table, nobody will be able to tell me what nationality it was that's land is on that table, or where they're from or anything else, what color they are. Uh, it won't matter. It'll be the same color. Crickets. Are you hearing crickets? Oh, okay. Yeah, nothing bad has happened here yet, Christina. It's rain. I've heard a little thunder and I've heard some rain and little bit of lightning, but it's not close to my house. It's closer to yours. But it's rolling this way. I hear it now. It's a rolling. Well, why don't you go to it? Where's it at? What is it? Over there, you could. I can just keep swinging. A neat place. A side street with a Walgreens on each side of it. Huh. I don't have any of that. Must be in Nashville. The Super Walgreens. I don't know. I think all Walgreens are the same, ain't they? Uh, I have no desire to see that hospital in Nashville. I've seen it way too many times. Well, when Scott brings my credit card back from where he's ordering saddles uh, for the pony rides he's starting, uh, maybe we can go. Yeah, she knows. It don't matter what kind of Walgreens there are. Christina's going to know all about them. She's got them Walgreens down pat. I mean, she calls corporate. She knows them all by the first name. Mm. There ain't been no bull in my house. Boy, that thunder is rolling. I'm hearing it now. Why? Why am I going to get disowned? uh, I can't control what he does. No, some people are moving down here from out of state, and they know people down here, and they have a pasture for them, but they're going to put the fence up next couple of days, and they needed to lease a piece of land until Monday. So she's got 7 horses, and only 4 of them are here. They've got to go back and get the other 3, and they drove in here with Christina. Well, they drove in here with a high dollar horse trailer now with a flat tire, and I mean, it had bathroom facilities and everything set up in it. Neil, so they won't make a mess. It had everything in it. Christine had been wallering all over that trailer if she was here. She'd be like Scott. I need that. Well, I'd like to have one of them. But I gotta, yeah. They'll have them out of here in a few days. That's what they signed anyway on the agreement. On the I should have put on there. Should have had. Scott was sitting there writing it down on a piece of paper. I should have told. Daggone, I didn't think about it. If horses are not moved by Monday, they become the property of me. Yeah, I didn't think about having. I should have had him put that on there. I don't think them a few days out there would Well, this had a living quarters. I told you it had a whole bathroom facility. What would I do with them? Sell them. No, nobody can ride them. We let her walk the fence. She checked. She signed the papers that we're not responsible or anything. Yeah, more guineas. More guineas. I want to tell you, I don't. Friday is auction day again down there, isn't it? But we don't have no help uh, Thursday or Friday, and It gives them to me, duh. Uh, Now that sounds pretty good, Neil. I'll probably have to close this door in a minute because the storm Tank, our big brave guard dog who will chase coyotes, is scared of a storm. Nah, they're fine. They signed something saying none of us are responsible for them horses. If anything happens to them or anything, and they're responsible for anything they do uh, while they're here. But they're just putting up electric fence. The lady said so. It won't. They'll have electric fence done before the weekend's over. Have the horses over there. But the contract is till Monday, so they got the weekend to build it. Scott changed the tire for them. They didn't even know they had a flat. At least that's what I understood. But it had the chrome covers over the lug nuts, to make it look fancy. Scott couldn't get them off. He had to cut them off, beat them off with a screwdriver, and put a screwdriver on and beat them off. I said, "Oh well, they can get some more. They can get some more truck stop. Stop by truck stop and pick up some. They make a tool to take them things off. It clamps on them, and it's uh, it's got plastic on it to keep from damaging them, from scratching them and stuff. But oh well. From the direction you're coming from, Christina, it's more kind of. It's running a pattern from the south and curves and goes across up north of us, up through like Oklahoma. It started out like across Oklahoma and all that area, Arkansas, and I wonder if grounds farm got any. No, they got the tire changed. It's out of here. Trailer's not even here. They done took it. They're going back to get 3 more horses. I didn't listen to a whole lot of what they had to say. I know they're going back to get horses, and some other relatives are coming from somewhere, not from around here, to put the fence up over the weekend or by the weekend. So, uh, Neil, you said your temperature dropped and you picked it up off the floor. What did it drop to, temperature-wise? I mean, we got Eric sitting over there freezing to death. He's down to 70 degrees. Well, they're right there in the front pasture. We got them blocked in there, just in that front pasture is all she's they got that little pond for water. If she wants them fed, she has to send somebody over here to feed them. 11 Celsius. That's not bad. But oh, I haven't even looked at them that close. They're some nice horses. Uh, they're not cow horses, I don't think. Yeah, it's gonna get warmer coming this way till you get top of Mont Eagle. Rain's picking up out there. I tell you the truth, I wish it wasn't as warm as it is here right now. That's when, the hot air don't go together with storms. Well, we got it as secure as we could. Uh, they, we got everything on the ground under the shed that we could get under the shed, under the tables, and it won't be no big deal if what's happening right now is the worst of it. It won't matter. It won't hurt a thing. Except give it a good drink of water. It's like it's a cow horse. Sure there is, Christina. It's the horses you ride when you round up the cows. Yeah, stock horse. They are not. They probably are quarter horses. I didn't have my glasses on when I come up the driveway. They were at home here on the table, but They did look like they did favor quarter horses. From what I could see, one of them I couldn't see was hiding behind the other ones. Couldn't get a good look at it, but they did look mighty healthy. The air so fresh coming through that door. I had to ride around. I had to run around with my inhaler all day today. Mowed that onion grass last night. That's a cow wrangling horse, not a ranch horse. Yeah, that that onion, that wild onion that was against that fence over there that I cut up. I mean, it was strong. And I woke up this morning. I was, or whatever time I got up. Uh, Rain's getting harder, and I was just a wheezing. As every breath I took, going up Mont Eagle Mountain, and it's just starting to pour down rain. The hardest it's rained yet. It ain't that bad. Just a few clouds run into each other. Yeah. According to Neil, just wants good weather 2 days. He don't care about the rest of it. I knew it was gonna be a concert. According to Neil, you're already nuts and squeaky too. Yep. I just hope it ain't hard enough. Don't get raining hard enough that it beats them in the ground. Well, they opened up the shelters in Walker County today at 3 o'clock uh, for the severe storms and flooding. Right now, it's just a good rain here. The wind actually stopped blowing earlier. I mean, I thought it was the calm before the storm, but they fooled me. It was the calm. It was just calm. Yeah, I don't think we'll have any, Peggy. Well, that's good, Neil. I'm gonna plan me a 3 month trip. Stay gone for 3 months. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it Dean time vacation. Uh, I know, but I can't tell you. You all set up, Neil. Did you get one with a jacuzzi? A jacuzzi. Have you run into rain yet, Christina? She's chasing the rain again. Well, Neil, Christina says you can't do that. Uh oh, wind's starting to blow. apparently. Raining pretty hard now. I felt rain hit the back of my arm sitting right here with the door open. Twin rooms. Well, that'll be peaceful. Yeah, you're headed right for the rain. You're gonna catch it unless it moves faster than you do. See, what I was worried about it was if the storm stayed, didn't break up. uh, if the storm didn't break up, it was moving so slow, it would be sitting here for a while. Because earlier today they said when it was supposed to get here, I was almost 3 hours later before it got to Dalton. So I thought that thing's moving slow. When it gets here, it's going to be here for a while. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Neil. If anything happens to me, you're a witness. You saw it right there. No, I don't. I hope not. At least that onion grass won't be there. I didn't want that. I didn't want that mess to get. See, that's that's you normally just as green as it can be. But when you live next door to, no, I'm not gonna get started. You know where I'm going. It's just on that end over there of that fence. You know. Yeah. Yeah. It definitely stick me right in my ribs. Going down the mountain. We are. Been down that mountain many times, grossing 80,000 pounds. With the Jake brake just a rattling. Cluck, 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 all the way down. Have you passed the truck stop point which all trucks must exit before going down all the way down the mountain? Did you pass the truck stop on top already? You're not supposed to pass up a truck stop on top of a mountain. You're supposed to stop. I should have had you check and see if the CB shop was still up there. Didn't think about it. You want to get there and get back fast. Uh, all you do is you take 4 blood pressure pills, 2 heart pills, and a sleeping pill, and get in the car with Petra. She will get you there before you know it. And if you don't take all that, then you're going to have a heart attack, high blood pressure, and a panic attack from watching where you're going. Because she will get you there quick. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Yeah. Well, well, well. It's midnight. And you're coming down the mountain. Yeah, I used to have that Super Jake on that truck, and I'd hit that. I'd put that thing on high. I'd give it a fifth gear. Yeah, different time zone on you. And I'd come down that mountain just a rattling. You could hear them exhaust pipes just going all the way down. Although one time I came down this mountain in New Mexico at a very high rate of speed. I had a guy I was teaching to drive, and we were going to get a load of sand potatoes out of New Mexico. And it was up in the mountains. And there was this big mountain there, and we had to go up it. And I told him, all right, you drive to the mountain, wake me up, and I'll wake me up. Well, he was there, he was doing the load. I was letting him do the loading while I was sleeping. And then I told him there was a pullover place just before he come down the mountain. If I did, hey Tina's there. Yeah. You're never late around here because you never know if I'm gonna be here. I just, I pop in like y'all do. And I told him, I said, if I'm not awake, let me sleep till you get to the pull-off place going down the mountain, and I'll get up and we'll go down the mountain. Well, next thing I know, I felt this pressure, like I was rolling out of the bed. I wasn't level no more. I don't know what in the world. And I got up. The old boy didn't wake me up. He didn't pull over. He had a hold of the steering wheel, and he was locked onto it. He was like a steel, like somebody had welded in there, and he was froze. And he was coming down that mountain. And I'm like, oh Lord, truck's tacked out, we're rolling. I said, listen to me. He had dead eye still. I said, listen to me. I hit the cruise button. So it wouldn't, I didn't need to, but I did. I didn't want nothing to change. I wanted it to stay like it was. And I said, let go of the steering wheel. I've got a hold of the steering wheel. I'm standing right beside him. I'm like, I've got a hold of the steering wheel. And he finally let go. I said, now get out of the seat. Get out of the seat. Go behind me. And I rushed him out from behind me, and I fell into the seat. And I took back control of the truck. But there wasn't no stopping. That was a steep mountain. Big old mountain. And I got on the radio. Now at the very bottom, there's this little fuel stop. He's done got my brakes smoking and everything else on top of it. There's this little pull-off truck stop at the bottom of the mountain. And I fell out into the left lane of that coming down that mountain. And I started hauling on the CB. Coming down the mountain. No brakes. Cleared the left lane for me. And people were clearing the left lane. And they were getting people out of the left lane. Somebody says, you gonna be able to stop at the truck stop? Nope. Right on past the truck stop. We went about 2 more miles before I got that truck slowed down enough to pull it over on the side of the road and coast to a stop. Yeah, I needed a heart pill that day too. And when I got stopped, I had to jump out and yeah, I had to jump out and throw some blocks under the wheels because I had no brakes. They were all overheated, uh, and there wasn't none. And I got back up in the truck. I looked back there at him, and he was still sitting just like as if he was grabbing a hold of the steering wheel again, sitting there, scared to death. I said, "You okay?" Got a little nod out of him. I said, "Well, take you a deep breath. It'll be okay. I'll fuss at you in a little while." Yeah. But yeah, of course, we had to reset all the brakes, readjust them all. But there wasn't no stopping. I mean, there wasn't it. There wasn't no brakes at all. Had to get out the wrenches and go under the trailer, change them, readjust the brakes after they cooled down. It was, Tina, probably one of the scariest times ever. But you can't panic in that situation. You got to take control. Yeah, definitely, absolutely, Peggy. But but that old boy, he knew it wasn't nothing he could do, and he just froze there. I was surprised he didn't leave his imprints on the steering wheel. He was way he was holding that thing. He couldn't. He couldn't. I didn't get onto him until after he started talking, which was about a day later, and then I let him have it. I said, "You're gonna learn to follow my instructions, or you're gonna start walking home. Which one's it gonna be?" And he says, "I'll follow your instructions, but I ain't going down another mountain." Yeah, well, he shouldn't have been in that situation if he'd pulled over like he was supposed to. Yeah, yeah. I doubt that happened because I think everything in him froze. Because I was having to talk him out of the seat. Go behind. Go on. Get to the back. Fall out behind me. Just to get him out of the seat so I could get in it to try to take control. But if somebody and the guys down the hill further on down hadn't been doing such a good job of getting the lane cleared out for me, I couldn't have stopped. I'd have had to put it inside the mountain. Before I would have done that before I run over somebody else. But uh, yeah, he uh, he really put us in a predicament. But yeah, Tina, if he'd have pulled over where I told him to pull over on the way up, I said, right there, there's your truck checkpoint place you can check your truck before you go down the mountain if you need to. I said, pull in there if I ain't awake and wake me up before we go down this mountain. All right. He missed it. He just kept going. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure, but it either slacked down or quit raining. It just about quit. I don't think we're gonna get much of it. I think sitting out there on the picnic table when I got home this evening, somebody was listening. She said she wasn't in no rain coming down the mountain or coming up the mountain. No. I think the thing is broke up. I hadn't heard the weather. I do not have. I can't use my TV for anything except for YouTube or uh, I can't think of the name of that game station that I play on it. That uh, now let me tell you, I was outside. Uh, Scott was coming back to the fruit stand to put stuff up, to make sure it all got put away to where it was on the ground. And well, I was standing outside out there. He hadn't got there yet. I could probably slide these under there, hold on to the table, and just set them down on the ground and slide them under there. And I did two or three and got dizzy headed and was just standing there, stood up and just standing there. I thought, now maybe I'm going to let him do it. This guy pulls in this car. He's from Tennessee. Tennessee license plate on it. He got out of the car, looked over the roof of the car. He says, you got any pickled eggs? I said, we sure do. And he come around that car and went inside just almost like he was on his way to an important trip to the bathroom. And he got to the first part of the store there, and he goes, where they at? Where they at? I said, straight ahead, bro, straight ahead. He went over there. There he got put it on the table, and he started pulling out money. I said, are you having a pickled egg withdrawals? He goes, yeah, I sure am. He was out the door with those pickled eggs and gone. He said, I was looking for a big jar. I said, yeah, then you can buy them in them little zip clear plastic, they're airtight sealed things. You can buy one of those, and I don't know what they're like, $3 or $3.99 or $2.99 a piece for one egg. Yeah, he says that's what I was looking for, a big jar. Hey, I didn't want just one. Yeah. You need to talk to your mama, Christina. Oh, we've got them. We've got hot ones, and we've got regular pickled eggs. We got two. One pickled mustard. I think it is. I don't care for them. I love deviled eggs now. Uh, you give me a plate full of deviled eggs, I could eat every one of them. I had to restrain myself. It's kind of like them baby pickled beets. They get the best of me if I ain't careful. I got me a jar of them up. Opened one little jars of pickled beets, and I controlled myself. ate about half the jar one day and half the jar the next day. Them things are just as sweet, and they're good for you. That's the catch to it all. Something if you really like it and it's good for you, that's something else. Well, look, I don't think we're going to have any bad weather here. I don't think we have anything to worry about. I haven't seen a weather report. I like a whole bunch of stuff that ends. There's some of it you got to cook, but some of it's Chinese stuff, roots and stuff like that. I've hauled a lot of that out of California from foreign countries, and some of it I couldn't even pronounce. And them guys in them warehouses, they're all from another country, and I'll be like, okay, who speaks English well enough to tell me how you fix this? And find somebody to tell me. And I've tried so many different roots, I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't even tell you what they were. Most likely, if you asked me if I ever had one before, I'd probably go, I may have. I don't know. You got Peggy Googling now. But it looks like it's going to be quieting down. I think the storm, it must have broke up. Like I said, it must have broke up before it got to us, or moved mostly to the north, because I really don't think we have too much more to worry about. If I remember where I put my phone on the charger. Hold on a second. Let's look real quick and see what the phone says. Oh, that's great. Its temperature is going up. Rain is expected to. Well, it says rain is expected to start in 11 more minutes and last 39 minutes. Looks like the tornado watch has left the area. And it looks like after 2 a.m. or so, right around 3 a.m., it's going to be pretty much out of our area. I don't see. And the rain forecast for the next few hours went from between moderate and heavy at this point. So yeah, I think we escaped it. But they are saying rain should start in the next 10 minutes and last 39 minutes. Okay. So I think we're in good shape. I plugged my phone up because it's 66 degrees here. And when I first kicked it on, it said tornado watch. And I'm like, oh, great. But it changed. It reset. It hadn't reset yet. It reset. So it's all clear now. And it don't look like we'll have any rain tomorrow. When you get up in the morning, there shouldn't be no rain. But we're going to be our highs for the next couple of days after today. It's going to be in the low to mid 50s for 2 days. Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't like them myself, Neil. Last time I put one on my arm, I couldn't get it to stop going around and around and around. My arm just kept flopping all around. So I don't know if I can afford one or not, but I'd like to try one on. Never mind, take it off, take it off, take it off. I'll be what's wrong with my shoulder now. All right, Christina's almost home, and she's at a truck stop. Wrong truck stop. I was talking about the old truck stop on top of the mountain. But I believe this storm has about played itself out in our part of the world, and I hope if it went north and northeast, I hope it does the same thing in that direction. We'll be getting together again shortly because Peggy's going to be giving us an update on her garden, and we'll have to see it. She's I'm still a little nervous about her. She's ahead of me on them peppers. Yeah. Mine might be tall, but they ain't got no blooms. Y'all have a great night. We'll get them home and try not to wake them up. Pick them babies up and carry them in the house and tuck them in real quiet like. And that way they'll get a good night's sleep. Yeah, y'all be careful. She'll be home in 30 minutes. And well, actually, it'll actually be longer than that, but she'll be at her front door in 30 minutes at the Walgreens. God bless. Remember, Jesus loves you, and that's worth smiling about every day of the week. And y'all be good. Glad to see you, Tina. Glad you did make it. We'll see you next time.